Now it's time for the hottest 5 minutes of your morning. It's time for the Chamber of Five, a chance for you to find out what's happening with Bozeman area businesses as we talk with the Chamber of Commerce and businesses that are members. Now let's check in with Charlie for the Chamber 5 on K-Bear.
It's Charlie with the Chamber 5, and joining me is the man who definitely knows all about the Bozeman Chamber of Commerce, CEO Daryl Schliem. Good morning, Daryl. How you doing?
Great, Charlie. How are you doing today?
I'm excited about the future opportunities, the growth here in the Gallatin Valley. I remember reading the story several years ago, and it talked about some very high-paying jobs where maybe you don't have to get a traditional degree for.
Yes.
You know, there were all these trades that they listed, and then some of the salaries, for example, I was like, wow, I didn't know you could make that doing that.
Yeah.
Now, we can. Do we have this opportunity here in the Gallatin Valley?
We do. And again, one of the things we're looking at already is we've seen Montana State University grow from 10,000 to 17,000 over the past 12 years. Looking at Gallatin College programs the same way. The only thing that's really limiting our ability to be able to continue to see the growth that we've seen to Gallatin College, because this year all the programs are filled up, and even into spring there's no more enrollment available for our students, and that is because of lack of facility. And one of the things that we feel very strongly about is for the past 10 years, Gallatin College facility has been on a funding board for the Board of Regents and for the governor's office to be able to appropriate funds to be able to be built. I think it was 4 years ago they allocated $32 million for a 2-year degree in Missoula. So they saw that investment coming in there. What we are looking at and asking our Board of Regents and the governor to look at is a $38 million ask to be able to build a on-campus Gallatin College facility. Right now, we're holding HVAC, which is heating, ventilation, air conditioners, in a private business's garage.
Oh, really?
During the day when they're not using it, or at night when they're not using their facilities. Our contractors and trades group are going out to actually, after a concrete pad has been poured before the rest of the building goes up, working on outdoors, putting the things together. So I just don't think that's fair to looking at the opportunity that we have, because one of the most, I think, talented workforce that we're missing are the 2-year degree, because a lot of people don't want to go on to 4-year degree. And what we're finding is through the Culinary Hospitality Management Group, Charlie, is that some people that enter that 2-year degree to become a chef or things, they actually go into hospitality management, enter the business degree, and end up with 4-year degrees and become general managers of hotels. So it'd be a missed opportunity, in my opinion, for the Board of Regents to let this slip by. We have nearly $2 billion in funding and reserves at the state right now. A one-time investment to invest in our workforce across the whole state of Montana, not just here locally, Bozeman, because you can talk to a lot of the trades groups that are here. I think out of one class that graduated in HVAC, the heating, ventilation, air conditioning, 2 are business owners here in the valley.
Oh, wow.
And the other 11 are here working across the state of Montana.
Dang.
But you talked about wages. If you look at what it takes to get a master's or doctorates, and you start working at $35 to $50 an hour, 2 years out, it catches up in a hurry before you have your debt paid off from being the master's or doctor's degree being having out there. So we're starting to really invest in our workforce here. I hope the governor and the Board of Regents really look at this. We're looking at putting a $100 million revolving loan fund together at the state level. Now's the time for Gallatin College to be built, and let's treat our trades group and the group that we are missing most here in the valley and give them the amenities they need to have the skills to go out into the workforce.
Yeah, exactly. Now, you talk about the precedence of being over in Missoula. What was their success with the whole thing that maybe made you look at it like, maybe we could do this too on our end?
Well, I think the biggest thing is you looked at how the education programs work back and forth. And the success, I think, that you're seeing have Montana State University, our bootstrap type way of doing things. I'm not sure where it came from, that this has always been, it was a number one priority for Gallatin College to be funded by the Board of Regents during this next session. And all of a sudden, it's in jeopardy that saying, no, we don't want to fund that $38 million for it. And we really haven't got a great explanation of why it won't be done. We just know now that we need, and 2 of the Board of Regents are from here. I don't want to throw them under the bus, but if you want to email the Board of Regents, you can look them up under the Board of Regents for the state of Montana. And I would encourage anybody that wants a Gallatin College here to call the governor's office at 406-444-3111. Again, 444-3111, and Tell them it's time to invest $38 million of our $2 billion back into our great workforce here in Gallatin County that helps all the state of Montana.
I like it. Daryl Schliem, CEO of the Bozeman Chamber of Commerce, thank you for coming on in and keeping us informed. I love having a straight, insider into the whole Chamber of Commerce there here in the Gallatin Valley, and appreciate you stopping by. Thanks again.
Thanks, Charlie. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Charlie. That has been the Chamber 5, a chance for you to visit with the Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce and its businesses to find out what's happening in business in Bozeman. Let's get you back to more good times and great oldies now on 99.9 K-Bear.